Hi, together we are going to enter one Skipper's transaction with one line item so you can see how the super tool is used. For our scenario, we are going to purchase toner using a statewide LPA. First, we are going to enter a DGS assigned billing code. You must enter the entire code with any leading zeros. Then our purchase document or PO number. Because this PO example has only one line item in column D, we are going to enter the number 1. If your PO has multiple line items, columns A and B will be repeated and the different line numbers would be indicated here. Next is column F, acquisition type. You'll notice that this is a yellow column indicating that it has a drop-down menu feature. For our example of toner, we are selecting non-IT goods. If our acquisition type had been non-IT services, then we would have the option to select an acquisition subtype for specific services. Since we are buying toner, we will skip this column. Columns G through L are conditionally required, and for our scenario, since we are using an LPA, we don't need to input data here. Column M is acquisition method. For this example, since we are using a statewide contract, we will select that from the drop-down menu. Next is the date the PO was made, column N. Make sure you follow the formatting requirements of month, date, and year. Our PO date was February 19th, 2016. The next field is where you enter the email address of the buyer that will log into Fiscal to complete the upload of this spreadsheet. It should be noted that the owner of this email address should be properly role mapped in the Skipper's processor role for your department. For supplier ID, we are going to wait and move to the LPA field since our scenario is an LPA. Moving to column R, note row 1 states LPA to supplier tab. Click on the LPA to supplier tab at the bottom of the workbook. This will provide a link to the most updated version of DGS LPAs. Here you can use the Control F feature to search for your LPA contract number and corresponding supplier ID. Once we have filtered for LPA 1-11-70-04E, we see the supplier ID is 0000000297. Enter the LPA number into column R and enter the supplier ID into column Q. Supplier ID must contain all the leading zeros. If your LPA number is not on this tab, please contact the super team. Next, enter the start date of the purchase terms and the end date of the purchase terms. For our example, our purchase date is February 19th, 2016. Our purchase document did not state the terms, so we are going to enter 7/1/2015 and 6/30/2016. If using an LPA, the dates you enter must be within the LPA contract dates. Column Y is your item description. This is a free form field and could be up to 254 characters. Enter the item description the same as it appears on the purchase document. For column Z, unit of measure, you'll notice that this is also a configuration value and has a drop-down menu. However, when you select this drop-down, you will notice that it is in code and you are not easily able to determine what the values mean. Click on the Configuration Translation tab at the bottom of the workbook for the code definition. For our example, since we are buying toner in individual units, the unit of measure is each. The code for each is EA. We will select EA from the drop-down menu for this column. Next, we enter the quantity into column AA. In our case, we are buying 1,437 units, so we will enter 1437. After that, we enter the dollar amount of 1 unit of toner, which is $54.99. Finally, the last required field for column AC is the UNSPSC. As you will note, when you click on the UNSPSC tab in the workbook, you will get a coming soon notice. Until this tool is made available, use the links provided to search for the UNSPSC code that best fits your purchase. If you are having difficulties determining this, please contact the email on this tab for further assistance. eProcure is here to help you as well. The remaining columns are optional, and for this example, we will not be using them. Please follow your department's business process on using these fields.